All right, it looks like we are live. I was actually playing Cleveland, and I'm like, you know what? I might as well go live. So I set it up quick, and we're continuing on here at Cleveland. I actually ramped up the schedule, too, so we should have more action than the last time. But I figured, what the heck? Let's do a Halloween stream, so... All right, we got United 558 coming into the terminal. We also have, let's see here, a United that's coming in too. It's cloudy here in Cleveland. Our wind is 280 at 17 knots, and it's 4:30 in the late afternoon. So that is what we have going on. Hopefully y'all can hear me well. FedEx 9125, radar contact, runway 24 right. Continue approach.
Runway 24 right, roger. FedEx 9125.
All right, so we got a couple that are coming in. We have a Delta that's coming in right now on 24 right. For our arrivals, they will be coming in on 24 right. That'll be our commercial aircraft. And then 28 is what we will have general aviation. And we'll have some commercial on there too, but it'll be like prop planes and stuff like that. Not the big airliners. As you can see, there are the two coming in currently. All right, we'll head on back down there. We'll watch this one come in. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. It is in the 50s here in Michigan. I actually went out a couple days ago and golfed with my buddy Joe. It was a nice, beautiful, sunny day. It was Wednesday. We went late afternoon and golfed pretty near until about dark, so got a little chilly at the end, but not too bad. All right, looks like Delta's going to go all the way down to Papa, which is, let's see here if I can remember how we had these programmed. Delta 5392, taxi to ramp via Papa Lima, Juliet 5, Juliet, cross runway 24 right.
Taxi to ramp via Papa.
Actually, I should have said 24 left.
5, Juliet, cross runway 24 right, Delta 53902.
Delta 53902, cross runway 24 left.
Cross runway 24 left, Delta 53902.
All right, we'll see if they'll go ahead and do that. I kind of monkeyed that up. There they go, across 24 left, so that is perfect. And then let's go ahead and check in on our FedEx that is coming in on 24 right. Not sure if we're going to get some rain here or not. If it's any darker, I'll have to turn the airport lights on. It looks like we have an Endeavor that just popped up on the debright. I tell you, the minute you get behind the microphone, yep, you start catching phlegm and all kinds of stuff. It's just ridiculous. Start talking, you feel like you got a cough, all this stuff. It's just never ending when you try to do videos. FedEx 9125, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 right, clear to land. FedEx 9125.
Our FedEx is a 757-200F, and it is arriving from New York. Boy, it is starting to get dark. I may have to turn the airport lights on. Might be getting some storm clouds. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let me just hit the lights. Let's go ahead and hit them even though it's 4:30 in the afternoon. FedEx 9125, taxi to apron via November Kilo Hotel. Cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to apron via November Kilo Hotel. Cross runway 24 left. FedEx 90125.
All right, we'll check out this Delta as it's coming in for parking.
Lead 1 tower, Endeavour 3101 on final 24 right.
Endeavour 3101, radar contact, runway 24 right, continue approach.
Runway 24 right, roger, Endeavour 3101.
All right, and this Delta just arrived from Atlanta, Georgia. Looks like they are full of passengers. And they're going to be parking here just off to our right. Right about here, and they're going to turn. So we got a little Delta section here. You can see in the background we got Frontier. Man, I mean, they're coming in hot. Woo! Holy cow. They were coming in hot. Go over here. We can look at our FedEx as it comes in. In fact, we'll go ahead and zoom over there. Seems to be a little darker at this end of the airport. And again, this is that 757-200F. Endeavour 3101, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 right, clear to land. Endeavour 3101.
FedEx 2568, radar contact. Runway 24 right, continue approach.
Runway 24 right, roger. FedEx 2568.
All right, so they go back to their parking here behind the fire station. We'll go ahead and let's see here. I'll go in the correct direction. Let's see over here just where they go. And the next FedEx that we have coming in is coming from Albany, New York. So both of them from New York. All right, so Endeavor's they're about 5 miles out here. And the FedEx is about 12 miles out. So we'll get to see them come in. Nothing else on the ground currently. Ready for pushback. But I think we do have one or two that are going to be boarding here shortly.
Cleveland ground, precision 698 with information Delta, ready to start.
Precision 698. Approved. Expect runway 24 left. All right, they're over at that
Approved,
hangar
expect
over there.
Runway 24 left, precision 698.
They're over at that hangar over there. In fact, we'll swing over there really quick. And then we'll cut back and catch that Endeavor as she comes in. There she is. I mean, they are butt up against the garage. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Cleveland ground, precision
All right, let's
698
look
ready to
away
taxi.
from that. Let's look away from that and let's look over here. All right, here comes Endeavor 3101. It's a CRJ 900
Cleveland ground, Brickyard 2850 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
arriving from JFK. Brickyard 2850, pushback approved. Expect runway 24 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 24 left. Brickyard 2850.
FedEx 2568, wind is 280 at 17, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 right, clear to land. FedEx 2568.
All right, so we got FedEx coming in. We got a general aviation called Precision that looks like they are ready to go after their pushback. I think it was actually just approval to start, even though the tug was there. I don't know. That was kind of weird. Precision 698, taxi to runway 24 left at Alpha via Foxtrot Lima.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Alpha via Foxtrot, Lima. Precision 698.
So that's what we're going to have them do. They're just going to go down Lima to Alpha and hop on there. No need to take them all the way down to 24 left.
Cleveland Tower, United 19047 on final 24 right.
United 1947. Radar contact, runway 24 right. Continue approach. Endeavor 3101, taxi to ramp via Papa Lima, Juliet 3, Juliet. Cross runway 24 left. We got nothing going on 24 left
Taxi to
currently.
ramp via the park, Lima, Juliet 3, Juliet. Cross
We got our
runway 24
FedEx
left.
coming
Endeavour
in
3101.
right now. Let's go ahead and head out there. We can watch that FedEx come in. It's an overcast day, making 4:45 seem like it's later than that. So we had to turn the
Cleveland
lights
ground,
on.
Brickyard 2850 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 2850, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet 4, Juliet 5, Lima.
Tap Juliet 5, Lima, Brickyard 2850.
All right, he should start moving here. Hopefully. Or are we struggling with taxi
Cleveland
instructions?
ground, Brickyard 2850, are you sure this is the most logical routing?
It is. It actually is. Brickyard 2850, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet 5, Lima. I'll just dumb it down for you.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet 5, Lima, Brickyard 2850.
Precision 698, runway 24 left, line up and wait. FedEx 2568, taxi to ramp via November Lima Kilo Hotel, cross runway 24 left. We'll go ahead and get them across 24 left
Runway 24 left, line up and wait. Precision 698.
before we release
Taxi
this
to
guy.
New November, Lima, Kilo, Hotel. Cross runway 24 left. FedEx 2568.
Cleveland Tower, P12721 on final 24 right.
Piedmont 2721, radar contact, runway 24 right, continue approach. United 1947, wind is 28017, runway 24 right, clear to land. United 1947, wind is 28017, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 right, roger. Piedmont 2721.
Precision 698, wind is 28017, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24
All right, we'll get them out of here.
United 1947.
Runway 24 left, cleared for takeoff. Precision 698.
All right, we got Endeavor taxiing in. We've got Brickyard here. Getting ready to hop on 24 left. We'll just have them line up and wait. Actually, I might be able to just get them on the roll. These guys are going to be off the tarmac. Brickyard 2850, runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 24 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Brickyard 2850.
Precision 698, contact Cleveland departure on 128.25.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. Precision 698. Good day.
Piedmont 2721, wind is 280 at 17, runway 24 right, clear to land. Number 2.
Runway 24 right, clear to land. Piedmont 2721.
Cleveland Tower, Delta 8202 on final 24 right.
Delta 8202, radar contact, runway 24 right, continue approach. All right, Brickyard should be taking off. Let's go ahead and
24 right, roger.
check them out.
Delta 8202.
See where they're headed. Boy, they're headed to JFK. Off to JFK they go. Definitely getting a lot of traffic from JFK. All right, so our United just came from Cancun. Good old Cancun. 737-900 series. All right, let's go ahead and hand Brickyard off to departure. Brickyard 2850, contact Cleveland departure on 128.25. Good day.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. Brickyard 2850. Good day.
All right, let's go ahead and tell you what. Let's head down. Let's head down here. United 1947, taxi to ramp via Papa Lima Kilo Juliet 1. Cross the runway 24 left.
Taxi to ramp via Papa Lima Kilo Juliet 1. Cross runway 24 left. United 1947.
So we got a decent amount of wind today. 17 knots. Definitely not a nice calm day like we've had in our last our last couple lives, I believe, were pretty calm, and our last few videos. So Delta 8202, runway 24 right, clear to land. Number 2 in line.
Runway
Here,
24
number
right,
2.
clear to land. Delta 8202.
Looks like there's a haze in the background, so maybe there's some rain over there. But nothing here as of yet. And I'd like to give a special thank you to y'all for swinging on in and hanging out with me, checking out the video. If you like this type of content, be sure to like that bell, that sub. And, it helps out the channel.
Cleveland Tower, November 829er Alpha Alpha on final 28.
Helps out the channel, makes things a lot more fun when there's more people involved. So thank you all so much. Piedmont 2721, taxi to ramp via November Lima Kilo Juliet 1, cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to ramp via November Lima Kilo Juliet 1, cross runway 24 left. Piedmont 2721.
Embraer 145, and it has arrived from Philadelphia.
Ground, Piedmont 3936 with information Delta, requesting push and stop.
Piedmont 3936, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved, facing east. Piedmont 3936.
Yeah, he's got a park right next to the one I'm having pushed back right now. So I'm going to try and get him pushed back before he gets in there. In fact, I'll see if I can show you where he's at here. Let's see.
Cleveland ground, Mountain 2005
Right there.
with information Delta, ready to start.
He's literally right next door to him, so we're going to get him out of there. November 829er Alpha Alpha, radar contact, runway 28, continue approach.
Runway 28, roger. November 829er Alpha Alpha.
All right, here comes Delta, and it looks like they're going to do a go-around.
Cleveland ground, Delta 8202 is going around. We weren't established.
Delta 8202, turn right heading 290.
Turn right heading 290, Delta 8202.
Delta 8202, contact Cleveland departure on 128.25.
Cleveland departure on 128.25, Delta 8202.
All right, they'll help guide them back around.
Cleveland ground, Piedmont 3936 ready to taxi.
All right, Piedmont's ready to go. So we did get that handled before they came in. Piedmont 3936, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet 5 Lima.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet 5, Lima, Piedmont 3936.
Cleveland ground. Frontier flight 3619er with information Delta, requesting push and start.
All right, we got our first Frontier flight requesting pushback. November 829er Alpha Alpha, wind is 28017, runway 28, clear to land.
Runway 28, cleared to land. November 829er Alpha Alpha.
All right, this is the one right here, it looks like. Frontier flight 3619, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Frontier flight 3619er.
And our first general aviation arrival is about 10 miles out. Can't really see him quite yet. But they are beginning to fire up the engines on this Frontier. Then we got our Piedmont in the background. You can see the tail on the right side of the screen there. They are moving toward 24 left. So we'll be able to get them on the roll. Piedmont 3936, runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff. Piedmont 3936.
Mountain 2005, approved. Expect runway 24 left.
Approved. Expect runway 24 left. Mountain 2005.
We got another general aviation.
Cleveland ground. Frontier flight 3619 are ready to taxi.
Frontier Flight 3619er, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet 6 Lima.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet 6 Lima. Frontier flight 3619er.
So definitely a better stream of activity from the last time we did a live stream. Where are they headed today? Let's see. An A321neo headed to Tampa, Florida. Off to some warm weather. And Piedmont is on the roll, as you can see in the background. They are just about ready to lift off.
Cleveland ground. Mountain 2005 ready to taxi.
All right, so it looks like Mountain's ready. Mountain 2005, runway 24 left at Alpha via Juliet 3.
Runway 24 left at Alpha via Juliet 3. Mountain 2005.
Piedmont 3936, contact Cleveland departure on 128.25. Good day.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. Piedmont 3936.
All right, we have our general aviation aircraft faintly in the background there, about 3 miles out in this overcast day, coming in on 28. Excuse me. Didn't mean to bump the mic there. And a little bit of a cough going on. And when they are coming in, when they're within that probably about 3 mile range, but I would even wait on the 5 mile range coming in on 28, you will get dinged if you start to roll an aircraft on 24 left. So just be mindful of that. I've had it happen to me when they're coming in on 28. Let them come in before you send one down 24 left. Frontier Flight 3619, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24 left, line up and wait. Frontier flight 3619er.
All right, here they come. Looks like they didn't have any trouble with the crosswind. Frontier Flight 3619, wind is 28017, runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff. Frontier Flight 3619er.
All right. Bye-bye. Off to Florida you go. November 829er Alpha Alpha. Taxi to apron via Echo Golf 6 Golf Alpha Lima Foxtrot. Cross runway 24 right.
Taxi to apron via Echo Golf 6 Golf Alpha Lima Foxtrot. Cross runway 24 right. November 829er Alpha Alpha.
All right, so our Mountain is a little FedEx courier. That is what that is. Little Cessna 208 cargo headed to Erie, Pennsylvania. We'll go ahead and get them lined up. But we're going to give them a little time since we had that bigger jet take off. That A321. Those wake turbulence can be rather dangerous. Mountain 2005, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24 left, line up and wait. Mountain 2005.
Frontier Flight 3619, contact Cleveland departure on 128.25. Good day.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. Frontier Flight 3619er. Good day.
Looks like we have a Delta that's just about ready to go. They're finishing up boarding.
Ground, Delta 4193 with information Delta. Requesting push and start.
Delta 4193, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Delta 4193.
There they go, spooling up. Mountain 2005, wind is 280 at 17, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 left, cleared for takeoff. Mountain 2005.
All right, off they go. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. November 829er Alpha Alpha, cross runway 24 left.
Cross runway 24 left, hold position. November 829er Alpha Alpha.
November 829er Alpha Alpha, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. November 829er Alpha Alpha.
Don't know why they thought I said hold position.
6814 on final 24 right.
American 6814, radar contact, runway 24 right. Continue approach.
Runway 24 right. Roger. American 6814.
All right, they're going to make it across. Good. We got bigger fish to fry like this one. Off to Atlanta, Georgia, 737-900. Mountain 2005, contact Cleveland, departure on 128.25. Good day. It looks like it's raining over there, doesn't it? Mountain 2005, contact Cleveland, departure on 128.25. Good day. Yeah, it looks like it's raining over there.
128.25, Mountain 2005. Good day.
We'll see if it heads this way.
Ground, Delta 4193 ready to taxi.
Delta 4193, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 6 Lima.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 6 Lima. Delta 4193.
Cleveland Tower, Flexjet 7312 on final 28.
All right, we got a Flexjet coming in on 28. Flexjet 7312, radar contact, runway 28, continue approach. It just looks like it's raining in the distance all around the airport.
Flexjet 7312.
American 6814, wind is 280 at 17, runway 24 right, clear to land. They're about 10 miles out.
Runway 24 right. Cleared to land. American 6814.
So, not too bad. Like I said, I was messing around with this before I decided to go live. So, I've moved 29 aircraft in the hour. It sure beats moving 8 or whatever it was the last time. Boy, they are taking forever, but they are making their way over there. We'll go ahead and get this Delta out of here. It's American 7 miles out.
Cleveland Tower. Frontier Flight 935 on final 24 right.
Frontier Flight 935, radar contact, runway 24 right, continue approach. Delta 4193, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24 right, roger. Frontier Flight 9035.
Runway 24 left. Line up and wait. Delta 41903.
Delta 41903, wind is 280 at 17, runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff. FlexJet 7312, wind is 280 at 17, runway 28, clear to land.
Runway 24 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff. Delta 41903. Runway 28, cleared to land. FlexJet 7312. Cleveland ground, Sun Country 6046 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
Sun Country 6046, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. Sun Country 6046.
All right, Delta's on the roll. We have American coming in on short final. After that, we got Frontier
Jet speed 62 on final 28.
coming in, and between those two, we have FlexJet. Frontier Flight 935, wind is 280 at 17, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 right, clear to land. Frontier Flight 9035. Cleveland ground, November 27 Echo Lima with information Delta, ready to start.
Jet speed 62, radar contact, runway 28, continue approach.
Runway 28, roger. Jet speed 62.
Delta 41903, contact departure.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. Delta 41903.
American 6814, taxi to ramp via November Lima Kilo Juliet 1, cross runway 24 left. It's getting a little busy now.
Ram via November Lima Kilo.
Hitting that 5 o'clock hour.
Cross runway 24 left. American 6814.
Jet speed 62, wind is 280 at 17, runway 28, cleared to land.
Runway 28, clear to land. Jet speed 62.
November 27 Echo Lima approved, expect runway 24 left. Another general aviation for
Approved, expect runway 24 left. November 27 Echo Lima.
wanting approval to start.
Cleveland ground, Sun Country 6046 ready to taxi.
Here comes our
Cleveland
flex
Tower,
jet.
Delta 8202 on final 24 right.
Delta 8202, radar contact, runway 24 right, continue approach.
Runway 24 right, roger. Delta 8202.
Cleveland ground, November 27 Echo Lima ready to taxi.
Sun Country 6046, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 5 Lima.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 5, Lima, Sun Country 6046.
FlexJet 7312, taxi to apron via Echo, Golf 6, Golf, Alpha, Lima, Foxtrot, cross runway 24 right.
Taxi to apron, Monaco, Golf 6, Golf, Alpha, Lima, Foxtrot, cross runway 24 right.
All right, we got Frontier Flight coming in. Then after that, a
Cleveland
Delta.
ground, FedEx 132 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
And then we got this one in between those two.
Cleveland Tower, Erie Shore 67 on final 28.
Erie Shores 67, radar contact. Erie Shores 67. Boy, Erie Shores always gives me
Command,
problems.
Erie Shore 67.
Erie Shores 27. Runway 28, clear to land. Just going to do that.
Runway 28, clear to land. Theory shore 67.
All right, we got them touching down. We got these guys coming across. American coming into terminal. Sun Country going out. November 27, Echo Lima. Taxi to runway 24 left at Alpha via Foxtrot Lima. We'll get them to
Taxi
Alpha.
runway 24 left at Alpha via Foxtrot. Lima. November 27 Echo Lima.
They'll hold short of 24 left in front of them. Frontier Flight 9er35. Taxi to ramp via Papa Lima. Juliet 5, Juliet. Cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to ramp via Papa Lima. Juliet 5, Juliet. Cross runway 24 left. Frontier Flight 9er35.
Delta 8202, runway 24 right. Cleared to land.
Runway 24 right. Clear to land. Delta 8202.
All right, nice and busy. I like it. It is how I like it.
Cleveland Tower, American 8869, you're on final 24 right.
American 8869er, radar contact. Runway 24 right, continue approach.
Runway 24 right, roger, American 8869er.
Cleveland ground, American 235A with information Delta, requesting push and start.
American 2358, pushback approved. Expect runway 24 left. FedEx 132, pushback approved. Expect runway 24 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 24 left. American 2358.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 24 left. FedEx 132.
Jet speed 62, taxi to apron via Echo Golf 7 Sierra Lima Mike 1.
Taxi to apron via Echo, Golf 7, Sierra, Lima, Mike 1, jet speed 62.
American 8869er, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 right, clear to land, American 8869er.
All right, here comes Delta. We're going to go ahead and get Speedjet across now. Speedjet 62, cross runway 24 right. Jet Speed 62, cross runway 24 right. Oops-a-daisy. November 27, Echo Lima, runway 24 left. Line up and wait.
Cross runway 24 right, jet speed 62.
Runway 24 left. Line up and wait. November 27 Echo
Sun
Lima.
Country 6046, runway 24 left. Line up and wait.
Runway 24 left. Line up and wait. Sun Country 6046. Cleveland Tower, Endeavor 189er to on final 24 right.
Endeavor 1892, radar contact, runway 24 right, continue approach.
Runway 24 right. Roger. Endeavor 189er 2.
American 2358, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 5 Lima. FedEx 132, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 5 Lima.
Taxi to runway 24 left, at Lima 5, via Juliet.
All right, we got this one coming in.
American 2358.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet. Juliet 5, Lima. FedEx 132.
So I got to wait to send anyone down 24 left.
FedEx 132 ready to taxi.
Cleveland ground, American 2358 ready to taxi.
Yeah, I already got you guys. I already jumped the gun and got you guys handled.
Cleveland ground. Nearly shore 46 with information Delta. Ready to start.
Erie Shore 46 approved. Expect runway 24 left.
Approved and expect runway 24 left. Erie Shore 46.
FlexJet 7312, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Delta 8202, taxi to ramp via Papa Lima, Juliet 6.
Negative. On arrival. Impossible unknown error. FlexJet 7312.
November 27, Echo Lima, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. That was my fault. The tags were close to each other.
Lima, Juliet 6, Delta 8202.
Runway 24 left. Clear to take off. November 27 Echo Lima.
FlexJet 7312, cross runway 24 left.
Cross runway 24 left. FlexJet 7312.
Erie Shore 7. Erie Shore 6, 7, taxi to apron.
Taxi to apron. Erie Shore 67.
Endeavor 1892, runway 24 right, clear to land. Comes American.
Runway
Got a nice
24
busy
right,
airport,
clear to land.
folks.
Endeavour 18902.
Absolutely love that.
Cleveland ground. Erie Shore 46 ready to taxi.
November 27, Echo Lima, contact departure.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. November 27 Echo Lima. Good day.
Sun Country 6046, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 left. Clear for takeoff. Sun Country
American
6046.
2358, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24 left. Line up and wait. American 2358.
Jet speed 62, cross runway 24 left.
Cross runway 24 left. Jet speed 60.
Erie Shore 67, cross runway 24 right.
Cross runway 24 right. Erie Shore 67.
All right, we got Endeavor coming in. They're 5 miles out.
56 with information echo. Request any push and start.
I'll get to you. Delta 8156, pushback approved, facing west. American 2358, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 left. Clear for takeoff. American 2358.
FedEx 132, runway 24 left, line up and wait. Sun Country 6046, contact Cleveland departure on 128.25.
Runway 24 left. Line up and wait. FedEx 132.
Erie Shore 67, cross runway 24 left.
Departure on 128.25. Sun Country 6046.
Cross runway 24 left. Erie Shore 67. Cleveland Tower. 690 and off final 24 right.
All right, Endeavor's going to come into our screen as they land.
Cleveland ground. Erie Shore 31 with information echo. Ready to start.
Got a lot of general aviation popping up. Delta 8202, taxi to ramp via Lima, Juliet 6, Juliet. Cross runway 24 left.
Command wrong start. Delta 8202.
Delta 8202, continue taxi. Delta 8202, cross runway 24 left. Just get across.
Home position. Delta 8202.
Delta 8202, taxi to ramp.
Cross runway 24 left. Delta 8202.
American 8869er, taxi to ramp via Papa Lima Kilo. Cross runway 24 left. Endeavor 1892, taxi to ramp via Papa Lima Juliet 5. Cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to right. Delta 8202.
American 8869er, taxi to ramp. Cross runway 24 left. My goodness. Delta 8156, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet 5 Lima.
Taxi to ramp.
American 2358, contact departure. Endeavor 6908, wind is 28013, runway 24 right, clear to land. Endeavor 18902, taxi to ramp via Papa, Golf, Alpha, Lima, Juliet 5.
Taxi to ramp. Golf runway 24 left. American 8869.
FedEx 132, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Taxi to runway 24 left.
What is their malfunction over there?
Juliet 5. Lima. Delta 8156.
Endeavor 18902, taxi to ramp. Endeavor 18902, taxi to ramp. Goodness gracious.
Departure on 128.25. American 2358. Good day.
Yeah, I'm making the Kermit the Frog face right now.
690 left.
That's what's happening there. Negative. I'm on the ground. Negative.
Runway 24 left. Clear to take off. FedEx 132.
Erie Shore 46. Taxi to runway 24 left at Alpha.
Command property error. Endeavor 18902. Taxi to RAM. Endeavor 18902.
Taxi to runway 24 left. At Alpha. Erie Shore 46.
Yep, just keep moving, everybody.
Delta 8156 ready for taxi.
That's all I ask. Keep moving.
Cleveland Tower. November 57 Quebec Alpha on final 28.
FedEx 132, contact departure on 128.25. FedEx 132, contact departure.
Cleveland. Departure on 128.25.
Delta 1.
FedEx 132.
Delta 8156, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24 left. Line up and wait. Delta 8156.
Erie Shore 318, approved. Expect runway 24 left.
Approved. Expect runway 24 left. Erie Shore 318.
Brickyard 4488, pushback approved facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Brickyard 4488.
All right, we got Endeavor coming in.
Cleveland ground. Brickyard 4488 with information echo. Requesting push and start.
We have a general aviation that's going to be coming in on 28.
Cleveland ground. Endeavor 18902. We request a more logical routing.
Endeavor 18, you guys are already moving.
Cleveland ground. Blue Street 3007 with information echo. Requesting push and start.
You're already moving. Don't give me that crap.
Cleveland ground. Erie Shore 318. Ready to taxi.
Delta 8156, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 left. Clear for takeoff. Delta 8156.
November 57, Quebec Alpha. Radar contact, runway 28, continue approach.
Runway 28. Roger. November 57 Quebec Alpha.
Endeavor 6908, taxi to ramp via Papa Lima, Juliet 5, Juliet.
Taxi to ramp. 5 Park. Lima. Juliet 5. Europe. Endeavor 6908.
Endeavor 1892, cross runway 24 left.
Cross runway 24 left. Endeavor 18902.
Endeavor 6908, cross runway 24 left. Erie Shore 46, runway 24 left, line up and wait. Gonna have them line up and wait because we got this one coming across.
24 left. Endeavor 690.
Let's go ahead and hand off the Delta. Delta 8156, contact Cleveland departure on 128.25. Good evening. Erie Shore 318, taxi to runway 24 left at Alpha via Foxtrot Lima.
Runway 24 left. Line up and wait. Erie Shore 46.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. Delta 8156.
November 57, Quebec Alpha, runway 28, clear to land.
Taxi to runway 24 left. At Alpha via Foxtrot. Lima. Erie Shore 318.
Erie Shore 46, wind is 28013, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 28, clear to land. November 57 Quebec Alpha.
Runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Erie Shore 46.
Cleveland ground. Brickyard 4488 ready to taxi.
Brickyard 4488. Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet. Juliet 5 Lima.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet. Juliet 5 Lima. Brickyard 4488.
Okay, our general aviation is about 8 miles out still. Looks like they're behind the, must be behind the tower.
Information echo, requesting push and start.
American Niner, pushback approved, facing west. Blue Streak 3007, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved, facing west. American Niner.
Pushback approved facing east. Blue Street 3007.
Let's go to a different view here.
Cleveland ground. United 7394 with information echo. Requesting push and start.
United 7394, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. United 7394.
Erie Shore 46. Contact Cleveland departure on 128.25.
Cleveland, departure on 128.25. Erie Shore 46. Good day.
Erie Shore 318, runway 24 left. Line up and wait.
Runway 24 left, line up and wait. Erie Shore 318.
All right, we got this one inside 5 miles.
Cleveland ground. Delta 1032 with information echo. Requesting push and start.
Delta 1032, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. Delta 1032.
Erie Shore 318, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Just going to get them out of here.
Runway
We'll
24
we'll
left,
see if we
clear
get
for takeoff.
dinged
Erie Shore 318.
with this one coming in on 28.
Ground, American Niner ready to taxi.
Cleveland ground. Blue Street 3007 ready to taxi.
American Niner, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Kilo Juliet, Juliet 5 Lima. All right, they're on the roll.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via
Maybe
Kilo,
it won't be an
Juliet,
issue because
Juliet 5, Lima, American Niner.
we were departing from Alpha instead of Lima 5. Brickyard 4488, runway 24 left, line up and wait. Like, I know for sure I
Runway
can't
24
send
left.
him.
Line up and wait. Brickyard 4488.
Not with him coming in. All right, there goes
Cleveland
Erie.
ground. United 7394 ready to taxi.
Blue Streak 3007, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 5 Lima. United 7394, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 5 Lima. So they will be following each other.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 5 Lima. Blue Street 3007.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Juliet, Juliet 5 Lima. United 7394.
Erie Shore 318, contact departure.
Cleveland, departure on 128.25. Erie Shore 318. Good day.
Cleveland ground. Delta 1032 ready to taxi.
Cleveland ground. Endeavour 6841 with information echo. Requesting push and start.
Delta 6841, pushback approved, facing north. Endeavor 6841, pushback approved, facing north. My fault. Delta 1032, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5. They should know right where that's at.
Pushback approved facing north. Endeavour 6841.
Brickyard 4488, wind is 28013, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Negative. Taxiway not found. Delta 1032.
Delta 1032, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5. You've been here before, you know what to do.
Runway 24 left. Cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 4488. Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5, Delta 1032.
All right, well, this has definitely been fun. I think I'm going to call it here in the next 5 minutes. We'll get these ones out of here. And everyone can enjoy the rest of their evening as they all get to their destinations. United 6974, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. United 6974.
Delta 1032, hold position.
Hold position, Delta 1032.
November 57, Quebec Alpha, taxi to apron via Echo. Golf 6, Golf Alpha Lima Foxtrot. Cross runway 24 right. Brickyard 4488, contact departure.
Taxi to apron via Echo. Golf 6. Golf Alpha Lima Foxtrot. Cross runway 24 right. November 57 Quebec Alpha.
Blue Streak 3007, runway 24 left. Clear for takeoff.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. Brickyard 4488. Good day.
Runway 24 left. Cleared for takeoff. Blue Streak 3007.
Endeavor 6841, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5. Endeavour 6841. Cleveland ground. Endeavour 6841.
Delta 1032, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 1032.
United 7394, runway 24 left, line up and wait. All right, let's get down by the action.
Runway 24 left. Line up and wait. United 739 or 4.
Delta 1032, hold position.
Hold position, Delta 1032.
We don't want any issues.
Cleveland ground. United 6974 ready to taxi.
United 6974, taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5 via Kilo Juliet 3 Lima.
Taxi to runway 24 left at Lima 5.
All right, we're banging them out, kids.
Juliet 3 Lima. United 6974.
We're banging them out. Delta 7394, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. United 7394, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 left. Cleared for takeoff. United 739
American Niner, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24 left.
Delta 1032, continue taxi. Blue Streak 3007, contact departure.
Negative, taxi is blocked. American Niner, Delta 1032, Delta 1032.
Delta 1032, continue taxi. Come on, move that big piece of tin.
128.25. Blue Streak 3007. Good day.
Continue taxi, Delta 1032.
Cleveland Tower. Delta 5266 on final 2 for right.
American Niner, runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway
Delta
24 left.
5266,
Immediate
radar
takeoff.
contact.
American Niner.
Runway 24 right, continue approach.
Runway 2 for right. Roger. Delta 5266.
Delta 1032, runway 24 left, line up and wait. United 7394, contact departure.
Runway 24 left, line up and wait, Delta 1032.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. United 739 or 4. Good day.
Delta 1032, wind is 280 at 13, runway 24 left. Clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff, Delta 1032.
Delta 5266, runway 24 right, clear to land. Endeavor 6841, runway 24 left, line up and wait.
Runway 2 for right. Clear to land. Delta 5266.
American Niner, contact Cleveland departure on 128.25. Good evening.
Runway 24 left. Line up and wait. Endeavour 6841.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. American Niner. Good day.
All right, we'll get this one out of here.
On final 24 right.
We'll get this United out of here too. And then I think we'll call it a stream. Endeavor 6841, wind is 28013, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Endeavor 6841.
So not too bad. Somewhere around maybe 40 aircraft since we went live.
Endeavor 162 with information echo. Requesting caution
I think I did 13 to 15 before we went live. Delta 1032, contact Cleveland, departure on 128.25. Good evening. United 6974, wind is 28013, runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. Delta 1032. Good day.
He's past the point of no return.
Clear for immediate takeoff. United 6974.
And this will be it. Our last one. So happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, be sure to hit that like, that bell, that sub. And even if you've watched this after the fact, hey, thank you so much. Appreciate each and every one of you. United 6974, runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff. Happy Halloween.
Runway 24 left, clear for immediate takeoff. United 6974.
Endeavor 6841, contact departure.
Cleveland departure on 128.25. Endeavor 6841. Good day.
All right, here they go.
Cleveland Tower, United 822 on final 24 right.
So until next time, this is the Gen X Gamer saying thank you and happy Halloween, and you know what I'm about to say. Bye-bye now. Enjoy your evening, everyone.